Welcome to Between Friends, a weekly conversation between embroidery friends coupled with an embroidery lesson. I'm Eileen Roach, co-founder of Dime and a longtime embroiderer. As many of you know, next week I'm winding down my career after 28 years. But before I go, I'd like you to hear a little bit about Dime's future and meet the company's leader, the new leader, Jordan McCroskey. Jordan has been at the helm of OESD since 2014, and during that time, Jordan and I have crossed paths at industry events as friendly competitors. So when this acquisition started to take shape, my co-founder, Gary Gardner, and I were very familiar with the OESD brand, but we really didn't know Jordan. And it took a little bit of time to get to know him personally and understand OESD's strengths and weaknesses. As time went on, Gary and I were impressed with Jordan and the talented team he has built at OESD. For you, when you think about a company, you probably concentrate on their products. And for sure, that's what brings you or draws you to a company in the first place, because you use their products. But success goes further than its products. It's the company's management team that helps steer the products to the forefront of an industry. And it was this fit of the leadership and management at OESD that seemed to be the right team to take over Dime. In a moment, you're going to meet Jordan, but here's what you can expect in today's program, which is brought to you by Kingstar, one of Jordan's favorite Dime products. So there you go. This is our special today. As you know, every episode is sponsored by one particular product, and Kingstar is the winner this week. You're going to take a look at the Dime and OESD facilities in today's episode, and Jordan will answer my 20-question quiz. So I'm delighted to introduce you to Jordan McCroskey, president of OESD, and now Dime by OESD. Welcome, Jordan. Oh, it's so lovely to have you here. Look at this guy.
Well, it's not too far of a drive.
I know, right? And we can prove that because we have a slide.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Gosh, it's so fun to be here. Eileen talked a little bit about the team, and yes, it really, OESD has such a special team. And from my standpoint, when I got to know the Dime team, obviously, OESD, we're a design company first and foremost, and stabilizer and accessories. Some of the pieces we were always missing was hoops, software, and they have you have such a great education platform. And as we got to know the two companies, we felt like it was such a good fit. Both companies have just talented teams, and being here again in Dallas this week, it's a nice, easy drive. Kind of starts to feel like a second home.
Yep.
And just so fortunate over the next period of time as you all get to know both of these teams a little bit better.
That's awesome. Well, we're just so thrilled to partner together and have you take the reins, because we put our faith and trust in you, which is, it's a great
My
opportunity.
trick is just hire smart people and stay out of their way. It
right.
works really good.
Yeah.
Well, and of course, you've done a great job of that yourself here at
Thank you.
Dime. So.
Well, we do have a lot of talent. Okay, so
where are we getting started?
Let's go ahead and take a look at a little bit. So this is how far apart we are. Here's Google Maps. It's not really that far. It's
look at
3 hours.
11 minutes.
Yeah, not bad.
Easy.
And it's literally 2 turns.
Yes, you turn left, get on I-35, turn left, get off I-35, and there you are.
And there you are.
It's nice and easy.
Yeah, it's really super easy. So. Okay, so I need.
You need the mouse.
Yeah, I need the mouse.
I'll let you drive.
As you all know, I'm not used to having somebody right here in the studio with me.
Good.
This is the Dime warehouse, or
I'm
about a year ago.
Been hanging out with it. I had to bring a change of clothes, but
right.
It's hot down here in Dallas.
It is hot down here, but as you can see, it's just a regular warehouse. And I thought I'd give you a glimpse of the difference. OESDs, look at those tall ceilings.
We're fortunate, a little bit newer building, and the style of warehouse now is build high. So we're about 28 foot clear, I think is the number.
My goodness.
It's really
so,
quite scary at the top of the shelves.
I guess it is, but it's really smart, right? So it's less footprint. You can go up just like a skyscraper. It makes financial success, right? I mean, financial smarts, I guess is the word that I'm looking for. But notice the lighting. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's clean, that floor. Look at the sheen. I'm so
Well,
impressed.
that's a good team. Yeah, they do a really nice job keeping those floors clean.
Yeah, they really do.
Yep, and I don't even think they knew we were going to take this photo. So, and that looks like, okay, so this is the end of the shipping aisle. So that's orders from, all those have shipping labels. So that's a days of orders right there.
So it's a busy
thanks
place.
All of you. Those are things coming up to you.
That's right. Yep. Absolutely. And we are all both very grateful for all the business you have given us all these years. Mickey Smith wants to know if you're related.
It's funny, actually. We have Lori on our education team as well, who is also a McCroskey and from the St. Louis area. And yeah, McCroskey's all kind of immigrated, kind of hit Virginia and worked their way west.
Okay.
So, Mickey, I'm guessing if we get far enough back, some grand uncle 17 times removed. So,
right.
Anyway.
Maybe so. You never know.
Yep. Nice to meet another family member.
Absolutely. And here's Reem Wilcoxon, our good friend from Embroidery Garden.
Reem.
Always nice to have her pop in and say hello.
Thanks,
And so let's see what else we have here. Yep. Well, this is our sewing studio here at Dime, one space that we have. And then, we have a lot of hoops in the building because, standard hoops, because we want to make sure that our hoops work as well as a standard hoop that comes with your machine. So we do have them in all sizes. It's kind of how we start in the development of a new hoop is by using their hoop.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, Linda Johnston, she says she sees a box addressed to her ready for shipping.
Linda.
Yeah, that
is funny. You've got eagle eyes, Linda.
Yeah. Well, she might. She's a doctor.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go.
And this,
so this is some of our team.
Yeah.
Yep. So you see Tim standing there, and next to him is John. Tim is one of our artists, and John runs our digitizing team. And that's the back of Carrie's head, who
it's going to be here next week.
Are we going to give the secret away? So they're working on. Actually, that looks like we're working on the. Well, some of you know we just announced OESD has a partnership with the Warner Brothers set of designs, and so that actually is. Pieces of our Hogwarts University. So that'll be, those will be releasing August 15th. And when we're starting the Warner Brothers library online.
And on August 15th, you're going to see that in really cool fabric that looks just like the castle.
It's amazing what our digitizers and artists can do.
Yeah.
Carrie, when she brought the idea in, I think Tim was strongly considering extending his vacation at that point in time. But he just did an amazing job. Can't wait to show you it all. And of course, being Oklahomans, there's a bottle of Dr. Pepper. I think they're guest starring on the table.
Oh, there probably is. Well, that is the beverage of the Texas-Oklahoma region, right?
Yeah, we knew it would fit that way.
Yeah, I'm a Jersey girl, and I kind of didn't really even know about Dr. Pepper until we got here. But I mean, it is sold up there, but nobody really drinks it. Okay. Yep. This is my studio. Yeah, this is last week or 2 weeks ago with my sister Marie. So you could just see, it's not really all that exciting. There's a big white table in front of Jordan and I right now, and there's keyboards and laptop and mouse, and there's a couple mice, and so it's...
Yeah, they're all wired. Yeah. None of them are live.
Right, exactly, yeah. And then your beautiful studio, tell us about that. It's gorgeous.
We're really fortunate. We got to build a brand new facility about 2.5 years ago, and it was an opportunity for us to kind of pick out all the colors and things.
Yeah.
And, for those of you who've been with us a while, you remember years ago, we kind of started off in like a sales closet. And that's what we were doing. That was our studio.
Yeah.
And then, we learned that we need to do things like soundproof, right? Yeah. Because, the landscapers like to mow outside, or sometimes it rains and hails. And so we're really fortunate. It's a great studio. And there's two of our amazing team. That is Lisa and Becca. Great. That you see there.
Yeah, just beautiful. So
cool.
Yeah. So when you watch them online, you'll know, what's happening and with the beautiful facility that they're in. And Jordan, you do it all, don't you?
I do love. I love that you guys fit these photos in. I have no idea where you got that one.
Actually, off someone's cell phone, apparently.
Yes, no, it's great. So we were at a trade show recently, and we had this crazy idea. What if we made giant rolls of stabilizer?
I love it.
And they're inflatable, and The team took my crazy idea and said, okay,
Yeah.
we can do it. And
Yeah.
and the best is, Linda's eagle eyes probably can see, but the team actually calculated based on the size,
right.
what's the yardage on that roll. So there's 550 yards of imaginary stabilizer on that roll.
I can look at that. Yeah, it's 8 feet by 550 yards is the one on the right, and the one in the middle is 6.5 feet by 550, and then the one on the left, the tallest one, is 9 feet by 550. That's adorable.
Those are great.
And they are vinyl, and they're blow ups.
It's not real. Don't worry. We're not going to start selling 550 yard rolls.
Yeah, but they're weighted on the bottom, so they really stand tall and rigid. You know?
Fun.
Yeah. Because when I first saw them, I thought they were like those.
Linda wants to know if she can order that stabilizer.
Linda, I think you already have, actually. Right? I know I've probably ordered that amount of stabilizer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
in our
so
shops,
much fun. Yeah.
We're asking, okay, how do we get these? Put them outside the store. So a lot of cool things.
Right.
Yep. Very neat.
So, okay. But we're really here to talk today about some of your favorite Dime products. And one of them for sure is Kingstar.
Yep.
So tell us why you like it.
So metallic thread's always been a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's no different for, we do a lot of embroidery and we use a lot of metallic thread at OESD, right? Our tiling scenes, a lot of freestanding lace. It just metallic thread has such a beautiful look. And it's always been a challenge, right? We've tried every different brand of metallic thread. It's funny. I'm sure if you've used metallic thread at some point, you've tried to probably put it in a freezer at your neighbor's house, run it through a packing peanut, and then stretch it through the window into your sewing room, right? I mean, we were joking earlier with Gloria as we were getting ready to come on air that, FedEx is probably wondering why we were going into the FedEx, and doing the little drop in the packet peanuts in their pocket and running out of the store.
Because you can't just buy one.
No, well, wouldn't it be funny if we just sold one packing peanut?
Wouldn't it? Oh, my goodness.
Kingstar really solves that problem. And the first time we experienced it, we thought this is amazing.
Yes.
What you come to learn about Kingstar is it's a wonderful company, Japanese family run for a long time with a legacy, and they have figured out the secret sauce to metallic thread.
Yeah, they sure have.
Truly
and
runs
a rice paper core.
Okay.
That's what makes it flexible and lightweit and sturdy.
And it truly runs like regular poly.
It really does. Yeah, like look here, we have a video to show you.
Yep.
It running on a horizontal pin on a Bernina 790.
Exactly.
And look at that.
Nothing
Beautiful
special,
earrings.
no oil, no thread conditioner.
Yeah.
No, crazy contraptions with hangers and
I know.
it's just it's really
great.
And those are
dependable.
Those are actually OESD earrings. So one of the fun collaborations for our team was that Dime had come up with earring attachments, right? That you could use to make earrings. And so we made some lace earring designs and then stitched those out in Kingstar. Really beautiful.
Just gorgeous. And I have some stitched out here. Yep. But let's take a look. I guess we could do that first.
So bringing those over?
We'll do those. We'll just go here. We'll go to the overhead cam. Sorry, Gloria, I messed you up. But aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I love these color combinations. It's one of the nice things about the Kingstar metallic line. Yeah. There is 22 different colors, deep in golds and silver, but still really eye-catching greens, purples, and of course the blues. This is just the pewter with the silver, which I love, which is probably because that's my hair color, right? Oh, so anyway, hey, but let's take a look at all these colors. Look at them. All these 22, aren't they just beautiful? And the shine that you get on these is amazing. Our latest color, this is champagne, which is just such a soft, delicate kind of wheat colored gold, as compared to these other golds, which are beautiful too. But, this one's a little brassy. Sometimes we need that kind of antique look. This one's a little bit more subtle. And then this was my previous favorite, but now I have to say I love this.
I think mine's MA6.
MA6?
Yep, because it's almost OESD teal.
Ah, so
this
one.
Here.
Okay. Okay. So that's his favorite.
And then, of course, MA5 is beautiful. That's the royal blue.
Oh, that is just stunning. And this specific blue is really beautiful, too. And here, let's get them so you can see
But of course, it's your holiday colors, right?
Yes,
your red and green. Sorry to start rearranging all of yours.
That's okay.
And look, you're prepped.
Yeah, and I do. And I have some, here, let's flip.
Gloria.
Yeah.
Thanks.
There you go. Look at that. Christmas. Well, it's right around the corner.
It's Christmas in July time.
Yeah.
Right? So,
I know.
And actually, it's kind of funny. Today, I think, is the day on OESD.com.
Oh.
We didn't plan this.
Oh, okay.
all the ornaments
Uh-huh.
designs are on sale.
All the ornament designs.
Yeah, so
Wow.
perfect combination.
Perfect combination.
Way to go, marketing team.
Yeah, way to go. Okay, so I'm going to move some of this because, you're known for your ornaments, but you're also known for your freestanding lace.
Yes.
And I just had to give this a try. And because it was so successful with Kingstar, I made two. So I got a little lamp in here. Let me get that turned on.
Sure.
Should always do this before. They're used to me, Yep. There we go.
There you go. Nicely done.
Okay. Yeah. Isn't that fun? Look at the color in that green one. I mean, they're just gorgeous. So here we have 5 different panels that go together with the eyelets and the buttons. And we have the 5 panels, and then we have the cap, and that even has a little piece inside. I'll show you. So there's 7 pieces that you have to stitch for one of these bulbs, and they're big. Look how big they are. I would hang these, on a garland, like we kind of have started here across the fireplace.
Gorgeous.
Right? Or if you light it and it's part of a tablescape and a centerpiece, just adorable. But I wanted to show you, we have the alligator clamp. What do we call this?
That's it.
That's it? Okay. So how strong Kingstar is. I was really amazed at this because you got to manhandle this lace, right? You kind of shove that all the way in there because you have to open that little clamp. See how that opens? And then you grab that button and you pull it through. And you have to kind of work it down a little bit, right? And then it just comes through like that and doesn't break. I don't know why it doesn't break. It's amazing. It's really cool though. I love it. So that's beautiful. It is. Okay, so we have to talk a little bit about why Kingstar
Absolutely.
Doesn't have, I don't know why it doesn't, but I can tell you how you store it. How about that? All right, because people often, they don't know how to store it.
Yes.
Because it doesn't have a little notch.
Yep, understood.
And I guess that, our friends in Japan just figured that if you put a notch in it, it's something to catch.
Makes sense.
Right? So let's just eliminate it. Easy enough. Our friend Deborah Jones taught us all years ago. You take a long tail, about 12 inches, and make a loop, twist it again, and then just slide that loop over the spool and pull. Now, you could snip that, but you don't have to. It'll just stay that way. And then you just loosen it and no knot. It's perfect. Done. Yeah.
All right, do that again.
Okay, so
this is like learning to tie your shoes for me.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to make a loop, right? And then again.
Okay.
And then over the body of the spool and pull it taut, and there you have it. Yeah. It's really, really super easy. Now, I want to show you one of the beauties about Kingstar, and let's just get that loop out. How you can tell that you got to, that it's not going to kink. So as you can see on the overhead cam, as it comes off the spool, it just puddles into circles instead of kinking. See how that is? We have those nice gentle curves. So you're not going to get those kinks and those twists that get caught in your tension discs.
That's how it comes off and runs through your needle.
That's right.
Beautiful.
It's awesome. Okay.
So for many of you who have used Isocord and OESD threads over the years, you're probably really familiar with us color charting in YenMet. And YenMet has its unique place too. And so I wanted to kind of give attention to both. Kingstar is really known for their classic colors. You should probably come over here with me again.
Sure.
So Kingstar does those metallics, the gem colors that are just beautiful. And what YenMet does that's special is they have a pearlescent material that's woven into or wound into the thread. And that gives us the shimmers that we use in a lot of our tiling scenes.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering why, we have a world for both, that's why. And who couldn't use more thread?
Oh, right. Yeah. And it's a totally different look. For lettering, Kingstar is, there's no question. That is, and our micro lettering, those tiny little letters that you're going to use on patches, think military, think police, just envision that type of lettering. Oh, Kingstar is the best.
Completely agreed. Yeah, and they have a really solid, gold and silver, kind of the colors that you see a lot used.
Right.
So it's nice.
Yeah. So let's see. And, lots of people, they use a piece of tape to secure the end on the inside of the pool, spool. That's a good idea, Linda. And then Harriet uses the vinyl strips around it to keep it spooled. Well, that's smart. People are really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Ooh,
I love it.
Black Kingstar. That's an interesting idea.
Yeah, we've had a lot of requests for Black Kingstar. So
that makes sense with Halloween.
Yeah.
Maybe before you ride off in the sunset, you could write a letter for me. My Japanese isn't as good as yours. So
I think they speak English. But
that's nicely.
Yeah. We'll see about that.
That would be a fun one. Yeah, we did. I mean, they did create champagne for us. That was a request, right?
That was a request.
Great partner to work with.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Reen at Embroidery Garden, she's used the freestanding. She loves the snowmen, and they come out every holiday season. Well, imagine her house at the holidays. Wow. Maybe we should put that on our bucket list.
Go visit Reen.
Yeah. At Christmas time.
That was a cool area.
I know, right? Terry Moffat. So you have a lot of colors in your stash. Well, right now, all of the single spools are on sale, but so are the quartets. And I showed you the holiday quartet. Yeah. We also have spring, summer, and autumn, but right. They're beautiful coordination. Fours for sure. And let's see, creative application. She uses hair ties. Oh, okay. So I want, Jordan doesn't know this, but for many of you who have been watching for a long time, I often do a 20-question quiz. So I have that for him, and if he hasn't seen it,
I have no idea.
He has no idea.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. But it's a really fun way to get to know somebody, right?
No cheating, huh?
No cheating. You just answer off the cuff. There's no wrong answers. All right. So favorite Netflix binge session?
Full Swing.
Full Swing. Okay.
My wife and I watch it together. That is it's a golf documentary.
I wondered.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in a comedian, would that be Betty White or Joan Rivers?
Betty White.
Okay. Dave Chappelle or Nat Bargatze?
Oh, it's Nate.
Okay.
He's just so clean.
He's so clean, and Dave's so not.
Yeah, and I mean Dave's brilliant too.
He is brilliant, but he's not real clean.
Yeah, Nate's wonderful. I can watch it with my kids.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's good.
Yeah. Do you have a hobby that you enjoy during your spare time?
You know the answer to that.
I do, but they don't.
My wife and I are huge golfers.
Yeah.
And so that's what we do together a lot.
Awesome.
Actually, we were just down in Dallas last week on vacation, not for work.
Yeah, and you never didn't come here.
No, actually did not.
I was really proud of you because I thought he might pop in, but he didn't. So that's really good. Yep. Okay. What was the last class you took in person?
Whoa. Not in our industry?
Yeah, not in R&D, or if you did.
Well, I mean, the last class I probably took was probably a international strategy class for school. Or now for fun and maybe the industry, it probably wasn't. Well, it wasn't the last, but it was probably my most memorable. So Lunchbox Quilts, Angie Steveson, wonderful human being and a great designer, and she taught I was pretty new in the industry. It was about I just started. So it was probably 2015.
Okay.
Angie was teaching, and Jimmy Moorhead, a friend of mine who's also was in the industry. We decided we were going to go to her class, and it was at the Bernina Creative Centers where she was teaching.
Okay.
And we showed up with one pattern between the two of us, no supplies. And so
as a teacher, I love that student.
It was great. Yeah. So she's like, you're going to need fabric and you're going to need some thread. And so we literally went over to the warehouse and we rolled an entire Isacord display over so that we had all the colors.
Oh, okay.
And then some of the fabric reps had header cards, right, that they used to show fabric. And we rolled the whole rack of fabric header cards over. So we had our fabric. It was pretty hilarious. And we finished it. So.
Yeah, you finished it. Well, I'm impressed. And here we go.
Class.
Jody says, love Jordan. Yay.
Gosh,
okay,
thanks,
no
Jody.
Wonder. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, Linda, of course. Yeah. Victor Hovland lives in Stillwater, just a short drive from us.
And Catherine says she only has 6 Kingstars. Well, this is your opportunity to get it on sale. So you could, get 1, 2, or maybe 4 more, right?
Sure.
Okay, and let's see. Dee Whelan wants to know, with products from both Dime and OESD, will we be able to order from one source?
Yes, our teams are working on that.
Mhm.
So the plan is that the Dime products will all move to OESD.com, and that actually should happen here in the next few weeks. The first thing we had to do was we had to move all the items, finished goods, from the Dime warehouse in Dallas to Oklahoma City, because it's really expensive for us to ship from 2 locations.
It is, and confusing to you as the customer.
Sure, yeah. When you get half the order, you think, well, where's the rest of it?
Right. And that doesn't mean that the Dallas office is closing or the warehouse is closing.
No.
Just different functionality in both locations.
It's still a great assembly point. We have a wonderful team here.
Right.
They are, I mean, all of our hoops are made in the U.S., right? They're actually assembled here in Dallas.
Right.
The team works so hard at it. And so that it's really important they can do it. But it's a smaller finished goods warehouse here. And so to then move the finished goods to Oklahoma City, where we have a little more room, makes sense.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, carry on. Yep.
What was the last virtual event you took?
Ashley Jones is my quilt planner, the start to finish, her edge-to-edge quilting class 30 days ago.
Okay. Did you buy anything? I'm just asking.
You all did. Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Normally, I ask my guest, how many pairs of scissors do you have in your sewing studio?
That's a fair one. I can cheat, though.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to ask you that. I'm going to ask you how many golf clubs are in your garage.
Well, there's 14 in a bag or you get in trouble. I probably have an extra 6 or 7 that I don't use anymore. So.
And how about your wife? How many over there?
She's probably got about the same.
About
Maybe
the same.
a couple less.
Okay, not too so bad. Okay, what's your favorite movie?
Probably The Prestige.
Okay.
Yep.
Dark or milk chocolate?
White.
White chocolate.
That wasn't an option, but it's really good.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That might get me chased out of here.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. We probably won't have any for you, but now we know.
Yep.
Okay. You have a favorite card game?
Oh, yeah, easily. To date my wife, I had to learn how to play pinochle.
Oh.
Her family has some very competitive, sort of scary pinochle games.
How nice. Okay. Are you an avid reader?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a specific genre that you're gravitated to in reading?
2 different types. I always love reading books about leadership or management styles.
Sure.
I think that's key. Something that we always have to work on as leaders is trying to be better.
Yeah.
And then my guilty pleasure is Tom Clancy.
Oh, yeah. Great author, for sure. Do you remember a favorite book that you read to your children?
The Very Hungry Caterpillar.
Oh, yeah.
So that's an Eric Carlisle book.
Really adorable. Okay, do you have a favorite TV show?
We don't watch a lot of TV. I grew up not watching a lot of TV as a kid.
Why? How did that happen? That's pretty unique. You have a unique upbringing, so share that.
Everyone always asks, how did I end up in the sewing industry, right? Because I think a lot of people end up in it because it's a job. And certainly, there's nothing wrong with that either.
Right.
But I was very fortunate. When I was a kid, I was homeschooled. And so part of homeschooling was learning, how to sew. My mom's a quilter. She's quite good. And so I went to my local dealership in North Carolina and took a kids quilting class. And I made this hideous quilt. I should have brought it.
You still have it?
Oh, it's in my office at home.
I
And
didn't know that.
apparently young Jordan really loved horses and had terrible color selection. So I have this mustard yellow, navy blue horsey quilt. It's brutal. And so then I grew up in family retail, and in 2014, OESD was looking for a marketing manager. And I interviewed with Tony, who's he's here in Dallas right now. He's our head of operations for all of OESD. And I remember interviewing with them, and we talked about kind of what the future could be. And little did we know, now 11 years later, this is where we've been.
Right. Well, Linda Brooks wants to know, where in North Carolina were you raised?
Greensboro. Which is actually, it's one of the things I think for me with Dime that was the most interesting is, one of our facilities, we don't talk about it a lot, is actually in Winston-Salem, which is where my grandparents lived.
Oh my goodness.
And so I was in North Carolina a few weeks ago and actually got to eat at a barbecue place I ate at as a kid when I was growing up.
How wonderful. That's awesome. Great memories.
Yep.
And Linda Brooks.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to Mary Jo's? You never went. I went to Mary Jo's.
Okay.
And it was phenomenal. And Mary Jo had an employee who was phenomenal. And today that woman owns Be So Happy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is appropriately named. That is the happiest person in our industry.
Be So Happy. Yeah. I don't, I asked my mom once and she said, they're, they've retired and closed the
Yeah.
store because I couldn't
Yeah.
remember the name. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Big store. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Cats or dogs?
Dogs,
Dogs.
but
All
really
right.
nothing.
Really nothing?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Life is busy. Yeah.
Yep, they're
I
fun.
know.
Yeah.
People, I've never had a pet.
Hmm.
I
I
don't
did not
normally
know
share
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I went to
Dropping all sorts of
I
bombs
know,
on the way
I
out.
know. I was at this ladies' gathering at my church, and it was kind of like an icebreaker, and then you have to fill out this form. There were like 75 ladies there. I was the only person who never had a pet.
That's funny.
So I've been embarrassed ever since. But
You're busy building a business.
yeah, I have been, and children, and my mom. I'm one of 6 daughters, and there was
We both come from big
like we didn't
families.
get rides to practice and that kind of stuff. So they were not walking dogs. I'm telling you. Anyway,
Yeah, Ring
it's all
says
good.
time to get one. No, it's not. It's time to travel.
Oh, it's time to travel.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I'm in the wheelchair, hon, I'll get a dog then. Somebody
Oh
else
my
can walk
gosh.
it, right? Okay.
All right.
Okay. So and I probably know this, but
Yeah.
does your favorite vacation involve green grass, skyscrapers, or ocean breezes?
Ooh, well, it have to be grass, right?
It has to be grass because it has to have golf.
Mm-hmm. We've had some great trips. We're very
Yeah.
fortunate. And just
Good.
good vacations.
Yeah. So I imagine in all these years at OESD, you've had some international travel.
Mhm.
And do you have a favorite country that you visited?
The Netherlands.
The Netherlands.
Easy.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
It was the first time I've ever felt short.
Oh,
I'm not particularly tall, but all the Dutch are tall.
So I got to get high heels if I go, huh?
It is something special.
How about that? I never think of that.
The
Like,
Dutch I've read a study once on it. So Dutch women are attracted to tall men, and genetically they just keep making
they
themselves
just-
taller.
there you
Yeah,
go.
Pretty cool.
So if you're looking for a tall blonde guy, I guess you
Yeah,
should
go to the
over there,
Netherlands.
right?
Yep.
Okay. So OESD is a division of Bernina. What's the
are.
number one lesson you learned from our friends, our Swiss friends?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
so,
that's a good question.
OESD was founded in '87 by Phil and Mary Newton, and in
And
1997,
from Oklahoma.
Yes,
Yeah.
in Oklahoma.
Hence the name.
97, Bernina bought OESD, and Phil and Mary stayed for years and years until they retired running the business. And many of our team, from that time as well. Tony joined, and we were just talking the other night, 98.
Amazing.
So I think the thing I appreciate most about the Swiss is, and really working for a family business, is the midterm to long-term mindset. In a publicly traded company, it's all about your quarterly results, right? And because of that, you have to think very quick and short term. And the beautiful thing about a family business, especially a Swiss one, is the ability to invest and look more long-term in where a company's headed.
That's awesome. Because, as a small business owner, and that's what I consider myself, you may think Dime is so big, but in the definition, we are a small business. And, Gary and I mean, we had to think very short term because we had 40 people on payroll, and, it was a financial stress. You had to make sure we were successful enough to keep everybody on board. And so it was a different mindset.
For sure.
Yeah.
And, we still, as a small business, have those same challenges.
Sure. Yeah. They don't go away.
No.
It's just you have a little buffer.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. Okay. So let's see. As you were deciding to take the helm of OESD, what was your biggest fear?
When I started, I had no idea how to read financials.
Okay. And I'm going to finish this. You know what he did?
What?
He went and got an MBA. I think I am most impressed with that about you.
Thank you.
I mean, it's rare that somebody can identify their shortcoming and then take the reins and change that.
Thank you.
It's really impressive. And dang, I wish I had done that myself 20 years ago.
Well, you kind of got your own going on as far as, you did it with a business. I did it in a classroom where it was theoretical.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, but I think education is key. And, we should all take every opportunity we can to learn more.
Yeah.
So, and now, it's so interesting because there's like with micro learning, right? This concept of you can take small courses online. It's so easy to find something or an online class. I mean, I'm on a topic that you want to learn and continue to learn, which is so great. And that's what we're doing. That's part of what I love so much about this industry is, and for OESD and for Dime, the background of education is so strong, right? At the end of the day, it's a hobby. It's something we're passionate about. We're trying to get better at. And so for both of our companies, our goal is to educate and train and make sure this continues to be the fun hobby we all love.
And, and I think that's rooted in the fact that we have, as users, right, we have a lot invested in our hobby. It's expensive.
Yes.
The machines are expensive.
It is.
And we really feel that we need to be using them.
Yeah.
And when it's frustrating, it's frustrating. So, yeah, that's why I think education is so key in our industry.
Totally agree.
Okay.
What number are we on? You're just picking. I see. Okay.
Oh, no, there's really 20.
Okay.
Yeah, they're double space.
All right.
It's a Word doc thing. So let's see. What do you love most about what you do?
So my wife is she is a nurse in the oncology and radiation field, right? Mm-hmm. And her bad days are nowhere near mine. And kind of what we always joke about at home is that there's really no sewing emergencies.
That's right.
Right. At the end of the day, we're doing something that's fun, that brings enjoyment.
Right.
And I think that's what I love most. The creativity in our industry, there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
I think all the time, thank God I don't work in garbage removal, right? What's fun about that?
But it's
necessary.
Very necessary. But it's interesting that you mentioned that, because at 9/11 in 2001, when the attack on the World Towers occurred, I was at DFW handing over my suitcase, because that's what you did then, right? And I was flying to Wisconsin to tape with Nancy. And so anyway, I never got on the plane. And later that week, after, talking to Nancy, she said that she just felt so helpless. Like, she felt that what she did, couldn't help this terrible thing that was happening to our country, And little did we know that it was, and during COVID, it was during those times that, people would gravitate to these lessons and skills and education that they got in sewing and embroidery, because it would bring them peace and, so forth. But anyway, it made sense to me when you were talking about your wife, but maybe it doesn't. So anyway, okay, let's see. All right. How about this? If you could destroy one myth about your job, what would that be?
I think sometimes, like, when people ask you, like, what do you do, right? I say, I'm in the sewing industry, right? And they're all kind of like, and they think like commercial, like, okay, you make some sewing machines that make things. And I say, no, these are, expensive machines that are, owned by customers. There's maybe a misconception that our industry isn't necessarily growing.
Yes.
And if you look at all the numbers, the reality is that it's really never been better. We're so fortunate. So just, we need to keep teaching and inspiring, the next generation of sewists.
Yeah. And, we often think that because, women have gone to work and so forth in the past generation that we've lost this skill. But you know what? A lot of those women that have gone to work are thrilled when they retire to get to sewing, to get their opportunity to do that.
Absolutely.
So, many of them have been looking forward to that. Okay. And lastly, if you could have one superpower, what would that be?
Teleportation.
Teleportation. Where would you go?
I would be able to see so many more of our small shops, right? Like, headed to Iowa in a few weeks. And unfortunately, Oklahoma City to Iowa is a little bit harder than you'd think.
Oh, bet.
What
does that look
there's
like?
12 hours right there.
So you have to go to Denver?
Denver, Chicago.
Oh, and then Boise? Or
no, and then from there, I think I can get to Rochester, Minnesota, and drive down.
Oh, okay.
So,
wow.
But teleportation would be pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, no commute.
Yeah,
you're
no
home.
Commute. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I don't know. I think the Scotty beam me up, right? I also like that you can just appear and just appear.
So what's
there,
your one superpower?
I want to be able to breathe underwater.
Oh, okay. That's good too.
Yeah. That never changes my whole life, but you'd think it would.
Pretty
that
cool.
was fun.
That's a good one. Thank you for the fun.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Any other questions here?
A lot of really nice comments. Thank you, Donna.
Yeah.
And really, I'm telling you, Dime and OESD is in great hands. We have, Gary and I have such confidence in your whole team.
It's really a wonderful team. Well, thank you. I'm very fortunate. We've got a great team. And adding the team at Dime is really going to be special. Just the two together, we're so much better as a business. So thanks all for all the support. Oh, you should have been a mermaid, Eileen.
Yeah, I should have been a mermaid. Yeah.
Oh, just sneaking that one in.
Well,
nice job. Well,
there was a time when I kind of hung out in a bikini like all the time, but that's a long time ago.
Hey, vacation, retirement, go for it. Right?
That's right.
All right. Well, everyone, thank you again for joining us.
Absolutely. And we'll be here next week, and let's see what else is up. So let's go ahead. These are the quartets that you could possibly purchase. Now, remember, so the quartets are on sale, but also the single spools. So it's your choice what you decide to build and to buy.
Yeah.
Of course, we love that holiday one, you know, and it is Christmas in July. So, and even though Between Friends is going to be coming to a close, there will be more educational content for you. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook so you're notified as to what's happening next. And Ashley will be back on her software success on August 5th. But next week, she's going to be here with me for my last episode. She's going to join me. So is Carrie Cooney. Now tell them who Carrie is.
So Carrie has been, she's also an industry vet, and she has definitely been one of the keys to OESD's success over all the years. So today she serves as our head of marketing, product development, you know, many hats. And she and her team are responsible for, one of her roles is responsible for all the art that you see coming out of OESD. So and I think you're going to talk a little bit about kind of the art process and the artists behind what we do. So
Absolutely.
Should be great. You'll love Carrie.
We're really looking forward to that. Okay. And just, you know, thank you, Linda Marshall, for your, you know, kind comment. That's so sweet. And, you know, it's really been my honor to do this. And, you know, I get up on a Thursday and I say, today I get to do Between Friends. So it is the happiest day of the week for me, right? Because all the prep's over and we're actually going to do it. So, but next week we're going to have a lot of fun, believe me. So please join us at 1 o'clock. And thanks, Jordan. It was really great to have you here. Really great. Okay.
Thanks, everyone. Until next time, happy stitching.
Bye.